Okay, okay, I started the streaming software now, guys. Let's see. It should be working now. Alrighty, let me try to fix this again. Okay, okay, guys, it's working finally. All right. Okay, stream's working now, guys. All right. Okay, stream's working now, so here we go. Thank you for joining me. This is meteorologist San Diego Dave here. Still waiting for this model to load, but now it's been further east now. I'm just gonna let the stream go out now. Amateur storm trackers. Okay. Okay, guys, looks like this storm is trending further east. I mean, look at this right here. It's trending even further east now. So let's look at this high here. 1023, 1022, weaker high, further east. Yeah, this looks very bad, guys. Holy crap, the East Coast is in play now. The East Coast is in play. Check here. Yeah. Guys, the East Coast is in play now. You got a potential disaster for the southeast United States. Basically, it's going to hit the southeast coast and then veer to the northeast. This is tropical. This is what will be a major hurricane. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh my God. This is an East Coast threat. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Even the GFS. Oh God. Jeez, right on the Carolina coast. I don't see why the storm would be veering off the coast. I mean, here's the thing. You got a high pressure system here. You got no storms coming in. There's hardly any weather. In fact, here's the thing. You got a freaking high over here, and there's no cold front coming in. There's basically no cold front coming in. I mean, oh, never mind. Yeah, you do have a system coming in here. Alright, so you got a system coming in here, a very weak one. It shouldn't really... Looking at lower dynamics, MSLP anomaly. I mean, if it just continue, if it doesn't do that, It may very well just go up the East Coast. Jeez, this is a very scary situation, guys. Oh man, this is very scary now. This is Tropical Storm Erin, and Erin has already killed a person because of rip currents. Thank you so much. Alrighty, ready, I need to do this here. Minimize this, perfect. Alrighty, guys, we are dealing with a very dangerous situation now. Erin has already killed a person because of rip currents. Let's go to amateur storm trackers now. Where's amateur storm trackers? Yeah, this is not gonna happen, guys. You're not gonna get that. Trust me. Nope. It's gonna do this. Yeah, they're about to change that track majorly. Majorly change that track. Alrighty, let's see. Where is that? Yep. In knee-deep water. It already happened. It's not the first time. Yep. This is because of Tropical Storm Erin, guys. A rogue wave in the rough surf has taken the life of a man in knee-deep water. 76-year-old was in deep water, was knocked down by a large wave. And that's not the first time that happened. Earlier this year, just a couple months ago, this also happened. So, the father, yeah, this summer in North Carolina, a rogue wave was also responsible for a beach death. This father was killed while swimming off the coast when a rogue wave crashed into him, slamming his head into the sand and breaking his neck. Oh God, yeah, this is horrible. This is really, really sad. And looking, the nav gem has been trending further. Also, all the models have been trending further east. Even the nav gem has been trending further east. See the last run? Instead of going due west, it's already having a northwest track. Icon model. Well, the icon is okay. The icon is still going to the Gulf because they're showing a tropical low in the Gulf. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah, that's the only model that's trending like that. The Euro has also been trending further east, by the way. Just FYI. Oh no, the Euro now is going to the Gulf. Yeah. Looking at the European ensembles, let's see what's going to happen now. Oh wow, looks like we might get a tropical storm being right off the coast of Massachusetts. Yeah. GFS Legacy. Let's look at aircraft reconnaissance right now. Let's look at aircraft reconnaissance. Mission 8. 1,006 millibars. Pressures. Let's look at wind speed. Wind speed is going up now. We're up to 55 knots. And this is looking at the current infrared loop for Tropical Storm Dorian. I mean, look at that. Wow. It's really getting its act together now. It looks much more intense than earlier. I mean, look at that. It's taking almost a northwest track. It's going to pass northwest. It's going to pass right over Puerto Rico. This is what it's going to do. This is what the new model guidance is suggesting. Suggesting a path over Puerto Rico, then a northwest track, and then either going over Florida or staying out and then staying off the coast and then going up the coast. So the more dangerous track is this one here that's going to hit the Jacksonville area. Jacksonville is in play. Miami, Florida looks to be fine now, but you have very warm waters here, and there is very low levels of dry air and shear compared to here. So it's hostile here, not hostile here. So models are just blowing the storm up. So this is what the HWRF is suggesting. So it's going to pass just west of Puerto Rico. It's going to really blow up, and then it doesn't look too bad. But then boom, 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 boom. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's scary, guys. That's really, really scary. Right into Jacksonville. Jeez. Most of the models have the storm going up and then out to sea. So it looks like the biggest threat, I would say, is for the Carolinas. Like the Carolinas will be hit pretty hard with the storm. It looks like it will hit the East Coast and then just curve out. Looks like it'll basically follow the curvature of this coast right here. So basically do this and then that. In fact, most of the models are all suggesting the same thing. Like right here, see, curving and then going out to sea. The scariest, I definitely think that Ensemble Member 10 is pretty scary, because this one has impacts for the New York City area. but most of the models have the storm curving, going up the coast and then sharply out to sea. Ensemble member 10 is the one we really need to watch. Yep. We definitely need to watch number 10 here, guys. And this is looking at the 18Z run. Yep. I mean, the New York should be fine. Like, I don't expect any significant impact from New York City. Okay, let's change the title here. See, this is the eye right here, and it's tracking northwest. So it's going to pass just over maybe east of Puerto Rico. So this is the track it's now taking. And it does have an eye. You know, you could definitely tell it has an eye. And looking at the hurricane hunters right now, aircraft reconnaissance right now, let's look at that. Tell it's trending northwest right here. And it was going west northwest, now it's trending more northwest. And the pressures are pretty low right now. And there's also a big blow up of convection over here, so it's definitely getting its act together. And winds are now approaching strong tropical storm force. They're approaching 70 miles an hour right now. So this is getting pretty scary. Because 55 knots is about 65 miles per hour. So 63.2929, that's going to be 65 miles per hour on the 11 p.m. advisory, or the 2 a.m. advisory. But the current advisory has Dorian at 50 miles per hour. Right now, Tropical Storm Dorian has 40 mile per hour winds. He's moving west right now. Of course, they're going to update this track very shortly. In fact, new guidance is suggesting an East Coast hit. So it looks like it may not do this after all. It looks like it may do something like this and then. In fact, this may have been from the 18Z run of the GFS. The current run doing something similar. So definitely Definitely a scary time for the East Coast. Dorian. Oops. Alrighty. Oops. Yeah, my whole thing just crashed. The hell? My whole thing just crashed. Oh, great. I don't know what the heck's going on right now. Of course, Chrome just crashed for me. Oh, wow. Alright, so it's still working. Wait a second. The hell? That's the hell, man. Seriously? Switch count. Finally, it's back in action. Okay, now everything's working fine. Alrighty. Alrighty, so now that I got everything working again, there's some very intense convection here from Dorian. I'm trying to go back to live stream. Alrighty. Alright, finally fixed. Everything's finally fixed now, guys. And so this is the new updates. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Category 4. Look at that, guys, right here. Some of the models are bringing this up to Cat 4 strength. Guys, Dorian right now is really threatening the East Coast. This is... yeah, this is really, really bad. And looking at aircraft reconnaissance right now in infrared loop, and where's that radar? There, here's a radar right here. So the storm was here. That track is going to pass on the eastern part of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's going to get hit again, guys. This is the last thing Puerto Rico needs, is being slammed by a developing hurricane. Especially after what happened 2 years ago with Maria. So it's heading northwest right now, if it could basically draw a line right through the tropical storm. So basically what the models have the storm doing is, after it passed over Barbados, which is here, so it's going to pass over Eastern, it's not going to pass over Hispaniola, it's going to pass over Puerto Rico. So Haiti's going to be, in the Dominican Republic will be fine. But unfortunately, this will mean a hit for the Puerto Rico again. So this is mission number 8. Last run was 0423. It's 20 minutes ago. Let's see, didn't even update. Nope. In fact, it hasn't updated at all. Status is in storm. Status number 7 is also in storm, apparently. No, I think they finished the mission. See, they're so this is as of 12:23. They're already finding winds between 50 and 55 knots here, which is indicative of winds up to 60 miles per hour. Guys, this is definitely getting scary now. So tomorrow I'll be passing over Puerto Rico. No, it's not the one I need. I'm looking at GFS Legacy right now. So this is GFS Legacy right now. Wow, that's a very close call. That is actually hitting the East Coast. That's a landfall of Category 4 hurricane. Strong Category 4 hitting North Carolina and then heading northeast. Here's the thing, if it doesn't spend its time going west like that, it continues going north, it may actually end up being closer to the East Coast, because here's the thing. This is what may end up saving the East Coast or dooming it, because if it spends enough time going west, while you think it will make landfall here, instead of going north, they'll give it more time for the storm for this system right here to pick up the storm and take it out to sea. I have to be off in a couple hours. So, yep. Really dangerous situation here developing. This is really scary. Icon is, of course, pushing into the Gulf. NavGem doesn't update until midnight, until like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. So it always says 18Z. JMA updates around this time, so. So waiting for aircraft reconnaissance to update. My only bet is to use the radar right now. But it's starting to develop an eye right now. Yep. There's the eye right there. Starting to develop a close circulation now. Yep, right there. There's a close circulation right there. Yeah, it looks like Jacksonville will be wrecked. Well, not Jacksonville, from northern Florida through the Carolinas. Miami looks to be fine. Maybe some brush effect, but that's about it. It's trending much further west than expected, east than expected. Excuse me for that. It looks very closed off. The circulation looks pretty much closed off. So there's a circulation there. Remember, this storm passed south of Barbados. So this is the track it basically took. So it's going to pass on the eastern part of Puerto Rico, just east of Puerto Rico. This actually changes a lot, because now, let's go to regions and go to tropical Atlantic. Actually, no, Western Atlantic. That's more like it. This looks pretty likely now. So this is what's probably going to happen. And if this happens, East Coast of Florida will be fine. Look at that. Now all I have to do is wait for the European model to come in, which will be in about an hour. Should be coming in at now, actually. So that all the models miss Miami, like all of them. Miami's here. None of the models take it into Miami now. Some of them curve it off the East Coast. A couple of them still bring it into Florida, but North Florida. But Miami's fine now. But keep in mind, this is going to be a strong hurricane. I wouldn't be surprised if they still cancel that cruise, and I hope they don't. But they may end up canceling that cruise because it'll be very rough waters. Not canceling it, but maybe they'll postpone it until the next day. Right now, there's some very strong instability, very strong convection is developing, and right in the periphery of the eye too. So this could very well become a hurricane right as it passes by Puerto Rico, if this continues. But you know, it's been pulsing on and off because of dry air There's a lot of dry air where the storm is, but north of Puerto Rico, the air becomes very humid, and the dry air will get less and less, which means that this will develop really strongly. But you see that there is some shear starting to come in now. It's a very strong mid-level shear. Yeah, I hope you get to go on that cruise, because this is looking to, it'll be a real bummer if they do that. Alrighty, now let's look at the new model that's coming in. Let's look at the European. Okay, the midnight still has not come in. If it hits, oh, this is based on the GFS model, by the way. Miami should be fine, I think. What are the temps off the East Coast right now? Florida are in the mid to upper 80s. And especially like here, I could actually show you buoy temperatures right now. So water temperatures here, 81 degrees. Water temperatures here, 80. I mean, look at that, 86.4 degrees. Yikes! I mean, that's like major hurricane. That's like Category 5 warm. 84.7. Let's go all the way here, all the way up north. 82.9 degrees. Let's go to Eastern Virginia Beach, Virginia. 79.3 degrees, 79.7, very warm water temperatures. Let's go all the way to New York, you know, where water temperatures are usually in the low 70s at this time of year. Yeah, 73.4, 70.2, not bad. Well, thank you. So actually, the reason I call my channel Severe Weather Center is because I'm hoping in the future that other people can also start doing videos. I'm trying to. This channel will eventually not be all for me. 79.7. So where is that damn Gulf Stream? Yeah, wait, that's wave heights. 73.9. I'm surprised the water temperatures have cooled down. Delaware Bay. Nope. Yeah, 72. 72.7. So the water temperatures here are in the 70s. Oops. 70, 81 degrees. I see what you mean. Oh wow. Thanks for notifying me. Oh wow. $85.8. 86.4. 82.6. 80s. Water temperatures are in the 80s here, so. Good. Water temperature here in the 60s, so yeah, it's gonna get extra tropical up there. Degrees. 80-degree water temperatures here. 80 degrees. 74.8. I think that's just something wrong with that. Yeah. Alrighty. $86.4. So say the hurricane takes this track, goes up the water temperature in the 80s. Here's 82.6. You're gonna have a major hurricane all the way into the Carolinas. So now let's change what we're looking at again. We'll go back to infrared. Stop. Oh wow, look at that. That looks very interesting. Almost looks like a closed eye is trying to develop. That looks a little scary. That's an eye trying to develop. That's not good. And it's west of Guadalupe, which will put it right about in here. Let's see. It puts it west of Guadalupe. See, 16.2 degrees north and 63.4 degrees west. No DBZ. .2 and 63.4 degrees west, which means it's. Let's see what that is. Wait. Let me look at that west again. 63.5 degrees west and 16.2 degrees north, which means it's north of 16. So it's north of 16. So it's right around here. But it's right around that area. Right in the thick of the thunderstorms. And there are thunderstorms trying to form right over the top of the circulation. Problem is there's too much dry air. And there's some shear. It is battling some dry air and shear. But it's going to an area where conditions are more conducive for development. Oh, wow. Yep. So 0443. This is again 20 minutes old. Well, pressure's really dropping here. That's a big drop in air pressure there. But the winds are still strong, which means that it hasn't found the eye yet. Pressures might be really dropping now. $1,005. And I had it right up. The center of the eye was right around this area, so. Let me look at that radar again. Where was that? Yep, 16.2 degrees north. Right around 16.2 and 63.4 to 65 degrees west. And that would put this right in this area. Just go just a little bit further south. So and if that's the case, take a little jog west. But now it's under 1,005. That's a big burst of intensification. And also right where the big burst of convection is. at? This is 20 minutes old. And there's a little island there too. Right there. There's a tiny little island. Looks like I can't find that island. It's 15.8 degrees north and around 63.5 degrees west. Oops. Try that one more time. Looks like you can't find that little island. There it is. But it's here on satellite. It's above water. But yeah, technically it exists. It's above ground, but for some reason it's not there on satellite. Huh. Ain't that something? And look, there's even a landing pad here. It's a little private island, looks like. Maybe a little private island here. It's definitely not military, I'll tell you that. It's a natural little atoll here. Could be someone's little tiny private island in the Caribbean. But it's about to be hit by it's dealing with a tropical storm there. Pressure dropping means that there's more rising air. Epstein Island. You know, that's nope. That is not his private island. Yep. Word atoll. So just to let you know, there's a small island in the Caribbean, right around. Hold on. Let me try to go back. Where was it? History. Let's go to satellite. Aves Island. Haha. Aves Island. That's the one. Aves Island. There it is. 50 meters wide. Is a Caribbean dependency of Venezuela. Isn't that something I just found? It's not even on satellite imagery. That's the whole thing. Google doesn't even have it on satellite. It would be classified as a rock, which would give Venezuela only a 12 nautical mile economic zone. Or Venezuela claims it's an island, which grants it a 200-mile exclusive economic zone. Mostly sand, a small portion that has some scrubby vegetation. It is sometimes completely submerged during hurricanes. It is 185 kilometers southwest of the closest land, Montserrat. Yeah, ain't that something? I never heard of that island, just found it. Whatever. Let's go back on the task at hand, which is the hurricanes. That is bound to strike. That's next week. And let's see aircraft recon data. Anything has updated. Oh, and that is that island there. That is Ward Island. Just still has not updated, but something tells me it's gonna get really windy. Hasn't updated yet still. Infrared, IR. Oh, yeah, you see that? See the evidence that is dry air right here. That is why the storms keep on weakening. There's just too much dry air. Granted, the shear is low, but there's so much dry air in the Caribbean right now. It's having a really hard time getting itself together, but it's trying. It's really trying. There's Ward Island right there. So this is around when it was there, so yeah. So that means that radar should have updated now. Stop. There's circulation right around that area. And now it's time to look at the euro now. Euro updates are right around 2 a.m. So NavGem still is yet to update. Let's look at HWRF. New run just came in. This is the run that had to go right near Miami, or right near actually Jacksonville on the 18Z run. Guys, this is the moment of the truth here. Getting a little nervous. This is the last run, but for the next one. Jacksonville's right here. This is right near Daytona. This is Daytona Beach, guys. This is right near Daytona Beach. This is Jacksonville here. St. Augustine, Daytona Beach is right here, guys. This is trying to scream right between Daytona Beach and Jacksonville. I mean, also a big difference is further east, stronger. So 981, 993, so stronger storm. Let's look how far north it is. So you're right around between 25 and 26 degrees north and 72.5 degrees west. This one is further north and a little further east, so a little further northeast here. Just heading northwest. Here it's at 25, but between 72 and 73 here. So at the same time, this storm is here. That's here, and it's see, those islands are not even there. Yep. Let's see. So this is getting exciting, guys. Still no update. Come on, guys. In an update already, what pressure it is at. It's taken a very long time to update. Alrighty, I just had to get up. Yeah, the center of storm is like jumping all around, dude. Okay, it still has not found that center of circulation yet. So basically, it's showing two possible tracks. One's going up the East Coast, something like this, or going into Florida and then also up the East Coast. Very few coming up in New York, so it's basically it's almost like a C-shape track. Why does it do such a sharp track out and then in and then out? It's because of first as it's gonna track northwest, because of the weakness left behind by Aaron, you're gonna have a high pressure system that's gonna build in behind the cold front that kicks Aaron out, and then it will force Dorian to go west. But then as that storm system is going to come in behind that high, you're going to have it turn back and go east. Depends. If the curvature west will be smaller, such as it will spend more time going north, by the time that low pressure system could try to kick it out, it might be in the New York City area. So the fact that it's going to go west is a saving grace to the East Coast, but could also be problematic for Florida and the Carolinas. So this is a very tricky forecast right now because the models are all over the place. Like there's some agreement that it's going to hit the southeast, but it's either going to hit here, it's going to either hit Florida or go into the Carolinas. There's a good split in the models right here. You can see here and here there's a split. But here the models are saying it's going to go on the southern side of Puerto Rico, not on the east side of Puerto Rico. But now, some of the model guidance is hinting that it actually might end up going over or east of Puerto Rico. So it might take something similar to this. So if it goes more north than west, you might end up getting a track going up the East Coast, and that could be very dangerous. Now the storm is trying to close itself off. Why are you having this dry slot developing is because you're having the center of circulation trying to basically cut itself off, or because it's trying to wrap itself up now, and it's tugging in dry air that's down here. Dorian right now, some of the models I'm trying to look at are still coming in. There's update up to hour 78 now. That is now a bona fide Category 3 hurricane. And let's look at the position. 73.5 and around 27 degrees north. 18Z, 26.5. And similar position. Keep in mind here, it's similar position. In 74 and 75. Here it's between 74 and 73, so it is further east. And also further north, so it's a good whole degree further east. And that's if it passes over eastern part of Puerto Rico. Big difference between the 12Z run here, guys. So it's been almost an hour since the last run. Oh yeah, now we have 1,003 millibars. Look at that. Dropped from 1,006 to 1,003 millibars. Yep, now it's starting to really intensify, guys. Now it's starting to intensify. Now it's down to 1,003 millibars. Oh no, please don't call me Tank, guys. No, 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 no. Tank. Look at that. Look how, see how this collapses southward here? There's definitely circulation here. You could almost see it here. Nope. It's actually Dorian's currently at 1,003 millibars, guys. Where's aircraft reconnaissance? Dorian right now is at 1,003. So this is the lowest Dorian's been in a while. And Dorian is continuing to go northwest right now. Eventually be at 17 degrees north and 64 degrees west. If it continues on this track, it will pass on the eastern or just a little bit east of Puerto Rico, on the eastern part of Puerto Rico, so San Juan's going to get hit. Yes, it's still a tropical storm. I believe 55 mile per hour winds now. In fact, let me go to Weather Underground. See if they updated it yet. Yep, winds are now up to 60. Pressure is down to 1,003 millibars now. I mean, we already were at the same strength like 24 to 36 hours ago. And it's also entering an area that's more conducive for development. And now there's a lot of congregation for the storm. A lot of models are congregating and showing an East Coast track now. And this is the GEFS. So similar track, up and then wow. Yeah, it looks like it is going to hit Jacksonville. Could be as weak as a Category 3, I mean Category 1. Alrighty. Well, I hope you're right about that. Yep, look at that. Boom, north turn. North turn, north turn. Okay, that is a category 3 right there. Strong cat 3. 969. It's between 78 and 77 degrees west, and right between 27 and 28 degrees north. This one is 28 degrees north. Yeah, this is really bad for Ford. I mean, this is 18Z run. This is the current run. There's the east coast of Florida there. Okay, 966, 953 millibars. I mean, this model is usually a little bullish, but this is more likely to happen though. This is more realistic. A compact Hurricane. I don't think it's going to be that low. I think it's going to be in the 97, 960. So probably. The wind's right around 110 knots, just category 3 strength. The beginning of a hurricane force winds. .78 and 77 degrees west. Here it's between 78 and 79 degrees west, right around 28 degrees north. That's pretty intense, guys. Alright, let's look at the infrared loop right now. Now this is starting to look pretty healthy again. You know, but we've been through this before, like the past couple days. There's just too much dry air for the convection to linger. See, it's pulsing. Pulsing, pulsing, collapsing, then pulsing again. Until it gets until the thunderstorms start wrapping around the convection like that, and you start getting an eye-like feature, that's when you'll start maybe getting a hurricane to develop. But right now, conditions are not conducive for, like, it doesn't look like a tropical system at all. I mean, it does. I mean, it doesn't look like a hurricane. Only a reason why it looked like something tropical is because of this shield of clouds. If I were to look at this right now, I would say it's a tropical storm. Like, I can tell it's a tropical storm. I would say it's a 50, 60 mile per hour tropical storm. The only hint I might give that this is a little stronger is because of this here, but that's about it. And no. Even if the hurricane was 1,000 miles per hour, it would still be a Category 5. I mean, they might create a new criteria, but right now it's still a Category 5. There's no Category 6. Category 5 is 157 miles per hour or stronger. Like an F5 tornado is anything above 200 miles per hour. You don't have EF6 or Category 5 or Category 6 hurricanes. I mean, Hurricane Michael hit Panama City, Florida, and a lot of structures were left standing. Category 5 would destroy weaker structures, would create devastating storm surges that would wash away a lot of poorly built homes. Even some well-built homes could be washed away by storm surge. But yes, a Category 5 would wreck a lot of stuff. Especially if it's a high-end Category 5, like 180, 190 miles per hour. Hurricane Michael was on the threshold of being a Category 5. Ever hit? Category 5, hurricane of that strength would need to have like an asteroid hit the ocean. That would create a hypercane, which could theoretically have winds up to 500 miles per hour. That would only happen in the event of an asteroid impact and the water temperatures being in the hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, because of, you know, when a comet or asteroid hits Earth, it's going to create a lot of ejecta, like microscopic pieces of dust and debris that will rain back down on Earth and heat Earth's atmosphere to temperatures between 1 and 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which will heat up the oceans to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and that theoretically, yeah, you could have very powerful hurricanes because of that. But that's theoretical. That's getting into theoretical sciences now. Right now, looking at this storm, it looks very foreboding. It looks very scary because of this. Like, this is definitely increasing the moisture ahead of the storm. This is basically shielding it from all the dry air. But the thing is, most of the dry air, there's dry air trying to get into the circulation of the storm. Trump is an idiot for even suggesting that. Well, whoever, like it's been suggested before, nuking a hurricane won't do anything to stop a hurricane, and it will just make it radioactive. If a hurricane hits at 300 miles per hour, anything that's not steel reinforced concrete will be blown off its foundations. Even some skyscrapers will collapse under those kind of winds. Because 300-mile-an-hour winds, that's only found in the strongest tornadoes, EF5s. And the thing is, you'll have 10, 20 minutes with that kind of winds in the eye wall. So yeah, you will have no structures left standing in that kind of winds. Even well-built homes will be completely swept from their foundations, just from the winds. Nuking a hurricane is the worst thing you can do. Instead, what I would suggest is dumping water absorbers. There was this thing I read where they destroyed a thunderstorm with this, the stuff they use in diapers to absorb liquid, but when it hits salt water, it dissolves. But even then, it would only temporarily disrupt the hurricane. And actually doing so will actually create more rainfall, because then you're going to potentially make the storm less stronger but more of a rainstorm. It can be even worse. Like look what happened to Houston from Harvey 2 years back. That year we had Harvey, Maria, Irma. That was just a horrible year. And ocean temperatures are really warm right now, and oh God. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Almost 29 degrees north. Doing 80 and 89 degrees, 79 degrees west here. It's in the same latitude, but the thing is, look at ensemble number 10 right now. Mid-Atlantic. So 10 is only if it goes all the way west, like towards Florida. This is as of 5:23 UTC, which is 1:23 a.m. So this is already 30 minutes old. See, the convection is already falling apart. See? No, 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 not diapers. No, 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 no. It's a water-absorbent material. How scientists dream of killing hurricanes. This is the one. Beyond nukes. How scientists dream of killing hurricanes. There are even stranger ideas for how to take down a tropical cyclone than bombing it with a nuclear war. The bizarre 60-year idea to fight hurricanes using nuclear weapons resurfaced this week after Axios reported that President Trump raised the possibility with his national security advisors. Trump later denied that the report, but regardless. He couldn't have been the first to propose it or other wild schemes for stopping cyclones in their tracks. Okay. So they ran experimental. Nope. Soot and goo. That's the one. Nope. Nope. Cooling the ocean. Nope. Fatal flaws. No, that's none of the ideas are in there. Dino gel water. Yes. Yep, that's the one. This is it right here. That will just not work because you'll need to construct a fan that is so huge it would cost more to construct it than the hurricane would cause in damage. Just, yeah, I know it's a joke. Yeah, it's not actually gonna work because it would just cost too much to build something like that. I mean, there's even some ideas of using sonic booms from jet planes, you know, 2 fighter jets flying in opposite directions to create sonic booms to disrupt the hurricane. I mean, that's not going to work either. Dynomat self-appoints itself to savior status and is able to Dynomat is what it's called. Dynomat. Of the storm busting product into a C-130 jet. During that day's test, team members removed the building thunderstorm completely from the atmosphere. A first ever feat documented by Doppler radar. Dynomat says it hopes to muzzle a hurricane. That's the thing, it wouldn't work. Sonic booms do not disrupt hurricanes. Do not. Trust me. If a nuclear bomb can disrupt a hurricane, what do you think tiny little sonic booms from jet planes? Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, more fake news. Cloud seeding. Dino gel, that's the one. Nanogel is a special powder produced by Dynamat, a company based out of Jupiter, Florida. Gel is designed to absorb large amounts of moisture, after which it becomes a gel. An experiment did see the gel dissipate cumulus clouds in Florida, but for the average hurricane, you would need 37,700 tons of gel, according to Florida Today. That would be problematic, considering that a heavy lift transport airplane can only transport 100 tons. Yeah. Now that's crazy. Oh my god. Yikes. Right into Jacksonville. Yo, man. Right into Jacksonville. Yikes. Yeah, that's right into Jacksonville, guys. It's just... Yeah, that's... Guys, the models are trending west again. Bad news for Florida, guys. Actually, methane would not do anything. You would just have methane absorbed into the hurricane. Yep, it is, and it's gonna get Actually, I think Miami might be the most populous city now. Actually, no, Miami-Dade. Yeah, Jacksonville's the most populous city. Yeah, you're right. I think you should look at the whole Miami metropolitan area as... That is Duval County. You want to look at the whole county as a whole. Yep, Duval County and Miami-Dade. Yeah, so Duval County. Yeah, that's really scary, guys. I mean, this... I mean, the Europeans going to be coming in now, so... Let's look at the euro now. Big, okay. Regions, North Atlantic. Lower dynamics, MSLP anomaly. After the euro loads, I'm going to go to bed around 2:30, so... Oops. Call out TMW. What is TMW? Call out TMW. I don't understand abbreviations. Oh, dude, call out tomorrow. Oh, thank you. I didn't, because I can't call out tomorrow. Dude, I work at Staples and tomorrow's back to school, and I can get in a lot of trouble, so unfortunately I can't call out. I would like to, but I can't. You know, thing is, I'm trying to make money, and I'm in a very bad financial situation right now. So I need everything I can get right now, honestly, and I don't want to, call out, because then it'll look very bad on me, guys, if I call out. This model has a close call for the East Coast, but direct impacts for North Carolina. Well, I don't have any work on Thursday, so tomorrow night I'm going to stay up later. All right, let's look at the models now, the European. Okay, so it is going northwest. So it looks like an impact somewhere in northeast Florida. So what it's gonna do is it's going to turn west, because there is a high over here. It doesn't look very strong, but there is a high. So where it heads over the next So let's try aircraft reconnaissance now. Still, status finished. 7 is in storm nuts. 7 is also finished. Yeah, this is into the storm. It looks very disorganized, actually, to be honest with you. Um, what? No. And please don't call me Tank. Thanks. I wish everybody that lives in Jacksonville. Please don't call me Tank. Please, like, I mean, okay, I think this will be over here now. Hold on. Yep, trending west now. Great. Florida's gonna get slammed. This track is very similar to Andrew Guy's. Just call me Andy. That's what I prefer. Tank. It's okay. I just don't like being called tank because you know it's just it's all right. But thanks for understanding. Alrighty. Guys, I'm going to be going to bed in like 15 minutes. Looks like there's going to be a landfall in Central Florida. Yep, look at that, right into Florida. Jeez. Really hope that doesn't happen, but looks like it will. Still waiting for Navgem to come in. Yep, it looks like Florida's gonna get slammed by the storm. Hmm? Think of a reverse flashlight, something that could suck the air pressure from a hurricane to defeat it. I mean, that's thousands of years away. Also, thing is, the only way to defeat a hurricane is just to basically pour dry air onto it. Basically, make the air drier. So basically, that powder, pour tons of it, or cool the waters in front of a hurricane. Upwell cold water in the path of the hurricane just to weaken it. Okay, now it's in the Gulf. Okay, this is bad. Reverse flashlight. Black. Flashlight. We broke record. Oh, great. Okay, this is breaking news now, guys. Ben Furiel is
Peak
now
Trail. Hey there once again, YouTube. So I just got back from Mount Rainier National Park. Took the Dig Peak Trail. Beautiful view of Mount Baker, Glacier Peak, Mount Adams, and Mount Rainier stratovolcanoes. Perfect 360 panorama view. Absolutely amazing hike. I also visited the Pinnacle Peak. No, not the Pinnacle Peak in the Tatoosh Range, but the Pinnacle Peak volcanic cinder cone, which is about 1,000 feet tall in Enumclaw. Yes, there's an old small volcano in Enumclaw. While I was there, I noticed that August 27, 2019 at 10:47 a.m., Steamboat Geyser has officially beaten the all-time eruptions set in 2018 and previously set in 1964. 2019 now has the highest count of steamboat eruptions for any year on record. And we'll take a look at the plots in just a second, but you can tell even YVO has reported that Steamboat has erupted 33 times in 2019. So that means every eruption for the rest of this year will now be a record breaker. Every single one. So I want to hear your guys' comments in the description box below. How many times do you think Steamboat will erupt in 2019? How many times? Do you think 52? I'm thinking about... I was saying like 42 to 48 last time, but I'm thinking about 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. And in June, it erupted a lot more than usual. So I'm going to say probably around 52. What do you think? Put it in the description box below. So, guys, let's take a look at the plots of the record-breaking eruption, which happened at 10:47 a.m. Mountain Time this morning, August 27, 2019. Here we are on my website, monitorsize.net, at Steamboat Geyser 2019 under the Seismic Events menu, Steamboat Geyser 2019, and we're going to go down right down here. Whoa, that's a little too far, guys. Whoops. Okay. Well, guys, it is official. The most recent eruption is the 33rd eruption of 2019, which is the 65th Steamboat eruption since it reactivated in early 2018. Steamboat has officially beaten the all-time record and still has more 2019 to fill. June 2019 broke a record of its own, where Steamboat erupted 7 times in June, setting an all-time record for eruptions in one calendar month. 2019 is definitely a record-breaking year. Steamboat still seems to be alive and well. How many do you think will occur this year? And do you think 2020 will beat this record? Stay tuned. Here's the 33rd eruption of 2019, which occurred at 16:47 UTC on August 27, 2019. 10:47. Uh-oh, I meant to say AM, not PM. Whoopsie. That's a mistake. I'll fix that. Mountain Time, same date. This is the eruption that broke the previous all-time record set in 2018. Kind of hard to see with all the background activity, but you could definitely see a Steamboat eruption did occur with 3 bursts. A burst right here, and a burst right here. And then it calmed down for a little bit, and then we saw another burst as well. And you can barely see it on YNM, the helicorder for YNM, but it's right in this location right there. So Steamboat Geyser broke its all-time record. It's going to continue breaking that record until 2019 is over. Again, let me know how many do you think it's going to erupt for the whole year 2019. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you later.
This is what a Steamboat Geyser eruption will look like. Hold on. Actually, his voice sounds cool. He has more subscribers than me, guys. And he lives in Washington State. So
we end here tonight with a sleeping giant, an ancient super volcano beneath Yellowstone National Park. It has been snoring for thousands of years, exhaling through the park's famous geysers. As Jamie Yukas reports, recent eruptions have some wondering if the giant is awakening.
Steamboat Geyser, the world's tallest and far more powerful than Old Faithful, is roaring back to life. Steamboat has erupted 9 times in 3 months. Prior to that, it erupted just 10 times in 27 years. And yes, it can do what Kilauea has done on Hawaii's Big Island, only much, much bigger. A supervolcano. Because this geyser field at Yellowstone National Park lies on top of an active volcano with multiple chambers of magma from deep beneath the earth, the same energy that causes geysers to blow could spew an ash cloud as far as Chicago and Los Angeles.
It's amazing to think of the scale of these eruptions.
Mike Poland is the scientist in charge of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. The eruption that created the park was 70,000 years ago, and there are no signs of that happening anytime soon. But scientists do want to know what's behind the most recent activity.
We see gas emissions, we see all kinds of thermal activity. That's what Yellowstone does. That's what it's supposed to do. It's one of the most dynamic places on Earth.
And the least predictable geyser in the park is Steamboat. It could erupt in 5 minutes, 5 years, even 50, but no one really wants to turn away.
That would be a chance of a lifetime. I would be amazed.
Timing is everything. Only a lucky few get to see this.
Oh, wow.
We all want to see this kind of thing. I mean, I'm sort of hoping it goes off right now.
Poland's team of volcanologists are using thermal imaging equipment to track the temperature of the 50-mile-wide magma field. They also monitor 28 seismographs because a supervolcano would include major earthquake activity. That so much is happening now is a boon, not just for scientists, but for science enthusiasts like Hannah Gilbert.
This is amazing. This is a nerd's paradise.
Is this like your Super Bowl?
Yes, yes. This is so much better.
Jamie Yukas, CBS News, Yellowstone.
You haven't seen the sun in like forever, so you search for a beach vacation. Sunny beaches, sandy beaches, big beaches, small beaches, until you're lost searching for surfing dogs. But then you find Verbo, and they search millions of homes to find you the perfect beach house, where you all find your own rooms and a grill bigger than your kitchen back home. And finding out about the girl he likes at school warms your heart even more than the sun. From beach houses to cabins to condos, travel better together with Verbo.
also, like, I don't like drama and all that other kind of stuff. Please. Okay, let's see. So European. Oh wow. So it's like into Florida and then up. So yeah, this model is acting weird. Oh wow. Looks like the European does have East Coast impacts. Yeah, so it's going whoa, whoop, like that. So maybe, I don't know if it's going to do that, but this is still 5 days out, so it could go anywhere. It could do something like this. Could do something like that. Like, it. No, I actually did not know what it was just before our earlier video. No, there's no hacker. Just to be safe and lower the microphone a little bit. Guys, I know you could probably still hear me, but I lowered the microphone. I know, okay, you can still hear me. Make sure. Good. Alrighty. So right now, European model, let's go to MSLP anomaly. Mean surface level pressure anomaly. So this is basically the cold front. So here's the track it's going to take. So it's going to end up going off the East Coast with this run. So we have a high here, cold front here, so it's gonna head something like that. I'm sorry, but I don't want to. What happened earlier is better than the microphone is kept down. So, if I'm reading the maps correctly. It's not going to head up like this. It's going to basically curve out like this. So just 5 more minutes and I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to do it until 3 and then I'm going to end it. Got to work in the morning, so... So there's definitely some... I said, it's going to be off the Carolina coast. Even though it looks like it's going to end up being here, it's going to be off the Carolina coast. Yep, see? Exactly what I said. Off the Carolina coast. See? It's going to curve out. Why? Because this cold front is creating a weakness for this storm. So it's going to keep on heading out like that. Let's go to regions, North Atlantic. Well, because the high is so strong in building it, I mean, there's a chance it could back build, but that's very unlikely. This cold front created a weakness for the storm to go through. Once you create a weakness for the storm, you could follow a path between these two high pressure systems here. That's what I set up to. Ooh. Ooh. There is way too much dry air. You're very welcome again. You're very welcome. Look at those. Those little gravity waves left behind the storm. There's definitely outflow. It's like she's looking at some cards. It's alright, I'll just clear it right now. Thanks for reminding me. Clear browsing data. The past 24 hours. Thanks for reminding me of that. Anyway, where was I before? There we go, 240. Should be out of here by now. Oh yeah, because I cleared browsing data. This happens. Of course, it's gonna be out of here. It's gonna be like off the coast of Massachusetts, like over here. This is where I expect it to be. Oh wow! Look at that. That was quite unexpected. You have 1,030 high, 1,030 millibar high pressure system. Now that could be a problem, guys. I mean, this is way out there, but something tells me now the storm might want to just curve back. Yeah, this is... Yeah. As I'm ending the stream, thank you all for watching and have a good day. And people of Florida, watch out. This is a very dangerous situation for Florida. Thank you all for watching and good night.